Dude, what are you doing?
Dude, this new outfit. It's like the new wave.
What do you mean? Why?
Dude, chicks love it. I'm telling you right now, bro.
Alright, whatever.
Recently, a trend of music has been popping up all across the nation. What is it? Dream pop. Dream pop is a subgenre of neo-psychedelic and alternative rock that rose through the late 80s and early 90s. But we'll get into that later. So the first thing for dream pop, we need to set a mood. Alright, let's get started. Reverb is the main thing that makes dream pop dream pop. Reverb is short for reverberation, which is basically a boring name for a sick process that happens with sound waves. Basically, reverb is when sound waves bounce off each other, so you can still hear that aftershock of what was just played. We're just going to use as much reverb as possible. Next thing we're going to want is chorus modulation. Chorus duplicates the signal, then offsets the pitch up or down. So now we're going to add our chorus to the guitar. Looper is exactly what it sounds like. It starts at the beginning, ends at the end, and you just loop that signal constantly. Now we're going to add some of our looper to the guitar. The last thing we're going to add is delay. Delay is just what it sounds like. We're going to duplicate the signal, then we're just going to reverse it again by a measure of time. Let's go and add some delay onto it. Ooh, way too much. But, oh, now that's way even more. God, this is gonna ruin my guitar. Okay. With all the preparation done, now we have to just put it in the oven. Slide right in there. And we're gonna put it at a nice 420 degrees. Okay. So while our dish is cooking in the oven, let's take some time to understand what dream pop really is. Like I said, dream pop is a softer toned subgenre of neo-psychedelic alternative rock that rose during the late 80s to early 90s. Neo-psychedelic is the concept of using psychedelic and punk influences, yet restraining from the culture that punk was envisioned in. Perfect example of neo-psychedelia is Prince, who's the handful of distortion and reverb synthesizer. Alternative rock is a term that was coined in the mid to late 90s to represent a style of music that differed from the mainstream. A few famous bands before alternative rock turned into mainstream again are Nirvana, Weezer, Arctic Monkeys, and The Killers. It's important not to confuse dream pop with vaporwave or shoegaze, because they are completely different subgenres. New commercial acts such as Mild High Club, Home Shake, Mac DeMarco, and Clairo are helping keep dream pop alive. Now that we got that out of the way, how do you actually make a dream pop song? Well, first we're gonna have to talk about music theory. In music theory, it basically makes us be able to understand what is actually going on in a song. So, in general terms, there are two kinds of chords that exist: major and minor. Here's what an E major sounds like. Here's what an E minor sounds like. Note the difference? Major sounds happy, while minor sounds sad. There are two parts of music ever created: the tension and the release. Lots of music, primarily pop and rock music, is built upon four chords. The first chord starts the tension, and it continues all the way up to the fourth chord, which is the climax. Then it resolves back to the first chord, creating a release of tension. In dream pop specifically, we're going to be using major 7th and minor 7th chords. Major 7th and minor 7th chords are used in jazz music. So if we're using E major, this is what an E major sounds like. This is what an E major 7 sounds like. Here's what an E minor sounds like. Here's what an E minor 7 sounds like. Alright, so I already created a chord progression for this. So it's going to be B flat major 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, and G natural. So right now I'm going to be playing the rhythm guitar on my Epiphone. And right now I'm going to be using delay around 12 o'clock, my looper, and I'm going to be having a phaser on. So now I got the looper working right now. It's playing the exact same chord measures that I've been doing. Now I'm gonna pick up the bass and I'm gonna play around with some fills in it. So now that we got the bass part going, let's move on to lead guitar. So for lead, I like to keep things really basic and simple because it just makes it so much easier to do. That's really it. That's Dream Pop. Thanks for watching.